Hi, and welcome to episode 3 of Iron Man for a Fat Man. This episode, we're going to talk about three things. We're going to talk about how to stay motivated, 90-second review, which is going to be a new segment, and how are we tracking. How do you still stay motivated? It's tough, right? So a few things that I do, and here's a few tricks of the trade. I would say is one, as we talked about the last time, have a training program because that helps you mark off, engage how you're doing, and there is that satisfaction as you complete your distances, or there is that sense of guilt, like how I feel in the past couple of weeks when you aren't able to hit that miles because you know that everything that you don't do you're gonna regret, and you're gonna remember that on race day. Number two is training with friends. If you have a group of friends that you can run with, or like-minded people that are training for a race, it makes it a lot easier for you. Mainly because you have to set a time, and you have to commit to meet another person. Versus if you're training by yourself, there's always some kind of good excuse that you can say, or you can procrastinate and kind of push it out later. Speaking of which, I'm gonna ask a couple of my friends who, as I said, I have visitors in town, and what they thought was good about training with other people. So, do you prefer to run with people or by yourself?
Uh, with people for sure, but it has to be the right pace.
What's the benefits of cycling with other people?
You cycle, you actually cycle.
Do you like cycling with other people? Or do you prefer cycling alone?
Depends on who I'm cycling with. If I'm fit, then it makes things a lot easier. But at this point of time, I think company helps.
Or the last tip I have is how do you stay motivated is to be prepared. So plan ahead. If you know that tomorrow you're gonna do a run in the morning or you go for a swim, the trick is that I pack my stuff up early. I'd like to introduce a new segment called 90-second review, where I will talk about a product that I'm using and give you a quick review, the pros and the cons, the truth. I'm going to talk about the Forerunner 735XT by Garmin. Is that it has a triathlon function, which means that if you went into this mode, it's set up just like a triathlon. So if you press start, you kick off your swim. When you press lap, when you come out of your swim, go into transition 1, get onto your bike, transition 2, and then you're off for your run. And as you're running or as you're on your bike, you can kind of program it to have the various kind of stats that you want to see on it, whether it's pace, lap pace, and all of these things are totally customizable as well. So that's the beauty and the nice thing about this watch. Now, the one thing that I really like about this watch also is that it has an inbuilt heart rate monitor, which means on the watch itself, it just reads your heart rate when you put it onto your wrist, right? Like so. So it's been pretty accurate. Can't complain about that. It can do swimming as well. Now the pool swimming function is really radical because when you've done your session from your swims and you just press lap, you can load it onto Garmin Connect, which is basically their free app that they have, and it connects straight to Wi-Fi on your phone. And the brilliant thing about this, I don't know if you can see it, is the 735 can automatically tell all of your different sets that you've done, what's been freestyle or what has been a mixed set, and it can give you all these mad stats to see how you're doing. All right, so Quickly now, just a few other features that I really like about this watch. Number one is how fast that GPS signal is found on this watch. It's incredibly fast. I normally don't have to wait more than 20 seconds for it to find where I'm at, so that's pretty brilliant. The other one is the battery life on this watch tends to last for more than a week, and one of the things is that because it's such a lightweight watch versus, I think, and so thin versus some of the older watches, as you can see here, I can use this as my day-to-day watch. It's a great watch that you can wear every day. It doesn't look too gawky, and it can be used as a daily tracking device as well. So, great watch. Let me know if you have any other questions. Hope you liked this week's episode. I'm sorry I haven't been able to kind of do it as regularly as I want. I had visitors in town, so like my training kind of went down. This is my last week of my base training. I'm about in 90% of the 10.5 hours I'm supposed to do, so which is good. I'm feeling stronger. I'm losing weight. I've lost 5 kilos, which is like 11 pounds. So, I'm on track. And so just stick to the plan, stay motivated, and thanks for watching.
That's all, folks.